Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. This evening's scene takes place in the Green Dragon pub, located just at the heart of the inner city centre. It's rather unusual for a pub because as you come towards it, you see a sign that seems rather dilapidated that just says the Green Dragon and a sign that hangs indicating to the left hand side. Though the left hand side appears to lead you down a garden path through a corrugated iron fence. As you step over the threshold, however, it becomes imminently clear that this is not a normal place, and it is a place wherein mortals do not tread. As you step over the threshold, regardless what the weather is outside, it becomes a balmy evening, the sun just dappling the horizon. It is a pleasant temperature, not too hot and not too cold. So you can either exist in a sweatshirt or or you can either exist in a sweatshirt or shorts, and you will feel comfortable. Herein, there is a balmy atmosphere and a large bar that seems welcoming. No one need pay for food or drink, and it is just a general communal meeting space. You sit underneath the stars, underneath the starlight sky if you want, or underneath the sun, and you smell the flowers all around that provide a pleasant scent, an almost heady aroma. So we will begin, and I will skirt down the line of people in the chat as you do your little brief introductions. First is going to be Dougie Boy.
Yay! Douglas is currently sat at the bar. He's got a piece of paper with him, and he seems to just be jotting things down. He looks glum, to say the least.
All right, next up is going to be Saskia.
I think that would mean that it's Lottie and Darcy together.
Okay. So Lottie and Darcy, you may come in together.
Maya!
Maya's here. She's following the shut the fuck up rule.
No! You talk, woman!
Okay. So, as is the norm for the last few days, Lottie and Darcy are walking hand in hand. If you're looking quite closely, it's more like Lottie has her arm around Darcy's, and Darcy cannot leave. Darcy may or may not be a source of comfort for Lottie, or a source of aggregation. No one is really sure. You'd have to ask her. Lottie is streamlining, heading towards the nearest sector of liquor she can find. March, 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 march.
Excellent. Duncan. Mr. Campbell.
Duncan comes in, avoids everyone like the plague, and then goes in the corner and has himself a nice drink.
If it helps, they've got genuine Isle of Skye whiskey.
Then he has a sip.
It is good. It meets your approval. It's just like the distillery your uncle Glenfergus has. He then lost it in a poker game over 3 goats and a head of sheep. Next up, we have Kathleen. Kit.
Kit is makes her way into the bar in sort of a loose pair of sweatpants and athletic shoes with a black tank top on and a light hoodie with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu on the back of it. Carrying a gym bag, and she will make her way up to the bar and actually order a fair bit of food, mostly meat, and a full pint of their best cider.
Okay, and last but certainly not least is Brett.
All right, Roros will walk in. He's wearing unusual clothes for him. He's not wearing jeans. He's actually wearing slacks. He's wearing a long sleeve shirt that is buttoned up to the collar. All of it is kind of a silvery white. If you look inside the sleeve of his shirt, you'll notice that he's wearing bandages. he's carrying his backpack with his. He's carrying a new backpack because the old one died to save everything inside of it, along with his laptop case and his skateboard. And he will walk in, and he will then turn and invite Nazir in, his Sikh friend. His Sikh friend who shows up in Spirit Sight, and he will then walk to the bar and he will ask for ice cream for Nazir, ice cream for himself, and a cream soda.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, we will have our new person join us. So, Shayna, take it away. Welcome to the Mage's Bar.
Cassidy comes in probably wearing, a rather long skirt that almost drags the ground as she walks, and a kind of a loose-fitted tunic shirt. And carrying a satchel that kind of clanks as she walks. Sorry, my son has decided he wants to climb me today, so.
Many of you will notice a new entry. As I said, oftentimes this bar can get stagnant, but tonight there is definitely a new face.
We'll also look over, since I don't... Shani, you know what he looks like because of Katya, right?
Yep.
Middle Eastern kid, that sort of thing, yeah.
Yep.
We'll look over, is she wearing the woad on her face?
Not today.
Okay. He will look over to her and offer her a pleasant smile and a nod of his head.
She would return the smile and return the nod. She doesn't get anything to drink, particularly, except maybe a glass of water.
I do not believe I have seen you before. You are new to this city, yes?
Oh, yes, I'm new to the city. I just recently moved here from the US, actually.
Ah, I see. Well, since you are here, obviously you are one of us. Otherwise, I do not think you could get in without an invitation. I am Uros Okazari. I am a member of the Tastani Craft.
Cassidy Lawson, but call me Muse. I kind of hate the name Cassidy.
Did you say Muse or News?
Muse.
Muse, okay. Sorry, Liam, didn't mean to cut you off.
It's fine. Yeah, Douglas just says hi, new person.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That statement is an obvious lie.
Oh, goodness. Your lie has upset the baby.
Has anybody told Roros about what happened to Siren? Because last I knew, I sent him a letter and never heard back from him.
It's not massively public knowledge. Some people know. So I'm going to say no, you don't know yet.
Okay. Douglas, you seem troubled, and you were not set on fire last week, so I'm curious as to why.
Have you not heard?
Apparently not.
Siren passed away recently.
I'm sorry, I did not find the joke amusing.
I wish it was a joke.
Siren's dead?
Yeah.
That is not possible.
Hey, Lottie, you want to make me a willpower check? Because the short fuse flaw.
My lord.
Crap.
My lord.
That is set off for Lottie.
You want to make it for me a difficulty 8, please?
Please don't hurt Douglas.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Let me find your fucking willpower first. I feel like I upped it recently. Gods, I hope I upped it recently for Rora's sake. Unfortunately, Lottie doesn't need magic to hurt you. She's really good at a baseball bat.
Lottie casts fist. It's super
I mean-
effective.
Okay, it's willpower 7. Okay, give me a second.
I mean, I'm still not sure how much ag I'm still sitting on. So
Okay.
Don't worry, you can do it. And now there's a punching bag right next to her.
You succeed.
Okay.
You're still
Okay.
pissed. You don't have to punch him. You can react violently with your words.
So, Lottie on her end of the bar is just going to turn in her seat and look. She's going to look directly at Roros. You know, I don't know just how fucked up a person has to be to think that when someone says someone else has passed on, they're trying to make a joke. Maybe your head's still stuck up your ass somewhere up near your colon, but try to clear your ears out of all the shit that's in it. He's gone. Okay? Alright. And she's going to turn back to her drink.
my apologies, Lottie. The thing is that you and I have both known Siren a lot longer than anyone else here, and have seen him survive things that would kill normal
Well,
people.
he didn't. Okay? He didn't. He just dropped dead. Alright?
That's not true.
Unless you held glass to his throat and split it open. Darcy, please, shut the fuck up right now.
I do beg your pardon. I seem to have come in at rather a bad time. You see this gentleman, he describes as what I will say as, he Englishes
Poe.
into
I love him.
Thank God it's Mr. Poe.
It is, in fact, original Mr. Poe. My apologies. I was told that I could use this space and that many of the individuals here mentioned would be involved. My name is Horace Plum, attorney at law, a member of the Order of Hermes, and a pleasure to meet all of you.
Of course he's from the Order of Hermes.
Oh, yay, another hermetic.
Lottie's just gonna say that as she, chugs on her beer. Of course he's from the Order of Hermes.
I'm here to read the last will and testament of one Miss Master Siren, as a matter of fact.
What?
Yes, he entrusted it to the Order, and in the event of his death, requested that I read it at this date and this time, and so I am exactly 2 minutes ahead of schedule for my will reading to begin. He said the individual named in it would be here when it was that the allotted time had come, and so here I am.
Now it's Darcy that's grabbing Lottie's hand.
Ooh. Okay, alright. Okay. And who exactly are the individuals you're looking for, Mr. Plum?
Oh, I don't exactly know. I have not unsealed the will yet. But I assume this is not a private reading, you understand. Anyone is welcome to come, or welcome to listen. Yes, I must say, I empathize with you in this time of tragedy. He was a good man.
He was one of the best.
Yes. But, yes, I will just situate myself right here. As he takes a seat, and he opens his briefcase. There's a noise as he does so. He removes a small sealed envelope that has a wax seal on it that just has a stylized S on it. He will then remove a small letter opener. Open it. He says, I am here, as I said, in order to read the last will and testament. So, if anyone who's interested to listen, you are free to do so. Please do not
Darcy?
interrupt. Yes.
Darcy, come on.
What? No,
Come.
no. That really shouldn't be there.
Please, please. You knew him. I knew him. Come on, please.
Okay, if you're sure.
I mean, apparently this guy knew where to come and at what time. So, maybe it was preordained. Come on, come on. And, Lottie will
Wait,
take a
one
seat.
thing.
What?
Darcy will order a bottle of vodka at the bar.
Yes, 2. 1 vodka, 1 tequila. 123 mezcal. Thank you.
Best. All right, then let us begin. I, Master Ambrose Siren. Oh, he had a first name. Who knew?
Of course, he had a first name.
Interesting. Joe, being of sound mind and body, do hereby state my testament as to the division of my belongings after my death. Understand that I do not fear the concept of my end. However, much like the ending of a good book, I should hope that it will come with grace and magnanimity, and that I shall leave nothing but warm feelings in those whom I have left behind. Is there a Mr. Douglas Carrion here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
To my apprentice, Master Carrion, I bequeath this silver pocket watch. He will hold up the silver pocket watch.
Is that the pocket watch that I've seen him use like all the time?
It is Siren's personal pocket watch, yeah.
Okay.
This
Roast is gonna
pocket
look
watch
miserable.
This pocket watch has kept good time for me. However, I apologize that the mechanism seems to have stopped. If you should ever find a way of repairing it, I shall hope that it serves you as well as it served me. Understand that though I will not be here to see you grow into the man that you will become, I have faith in the man that I have seen thus far, and know that he shall do simply extraordinary things. Then he will hand over the pocket watch.
Douglas takes the pocket watch, but he is just silent. He has no idea what to say.
Yeah, my apologies. Continue. My, that's interesting. Is there a Miss Cassidy Lawson here gathered here with us present today?
Cassidy would just look incredibly confused. Yes.
Head turn?
Head turn as well.
Hello. To Miss Cassidy Lawson, though I do not know her per se, I have known her better than most. Rather odd statement. And I do hereby bequeath her this letter, sealed on the date of the 25th, sealed on the date of the 25th of May, 2019. For the record, that is also the day Siren died. With the instructions that it is not to be opened until the 31st of that month.
She would stand up and take the letter, and she just looks incredibly confused.
It's quite a small little envelope. You'd assume it appears to be made of parchment paper, and it's slightly yellowed, and it's got another stamp on it that is a wax seal.
She would put it away in her bag and go back and sit down and just contemplate what the heck is going on.
Next, of course, yes, next. We have, one moment, please. Yes. Do we have a Miss Lottie Ortega?
Present.
Thank you. To my darling Lottie, I bequeath simply the fact that she has rendered onto me some of the happiest moments a long life could ask for. The memories that we have shared together are the indelible fact of true passion and the deepest of love that one can share for another. I shall hope that in the time to come she will be able to spread her wings and take her place as one of the true standing pillars that I have faith that she will be. I bequeath unto her this, he says as he holds up a small box in his hand. And my one great regret is that I never got the opportunity to grant it and give it to her myself.
How
He
big is the
holds up.
box?
Beg your pardon?
What is the box?
It's a very small box.
Oh no. Oh no.
Does Lottie choose to open the box?
Lottie's hands are gonna twitch. Nails kind of clinking on the wood. She's gonna put it in her lap and kind of tilt it a little, open it very small, like just to get a glimpse.
Hey Lottie, there's a very beautiful ring in there.
Oh my god, no. Slam shut! Okay. Okay.
Opens bottle of tequila, hands it to Lottie.
Cracks it open. Thank you.
And is there a Miss Darcy Ellsworth here? Miss Ellsworth? Anyone?
Pokes Darcy. She pinches Darcy.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna be a bruise.
There she is.
To Miss Darcy Ellsworth, I bequeath unto you that which is my greatest benefice, my trust. Ultimately, though you do not see the person whom it is you are becoming, the steps that you are taking along a long and sometimes difficult road, I do. I understand them and I can empathize with them, for I have walked much a similar path, trying to understand the nature of the person who I would become in due time. With this in mind, he holds up a very large ornate key.
Oh.
I name you my successor as the keeper of the Grand Library of Dublin.
Oh, no.
Darcy.
Lottie, you take it. Lottie, you take it.
I will hold it for you.
Lottie, as you attempt to physically take the key, it will phase through your hand.
Well, looks like you're holding on to it. Unless you can put it in my purse. Or put it in your purse and I'll hold your purse.
Though I may understand that this is a great and that this is a monumentous burden that I place upon you, I know that you are more than fit for the task. You will lead, or you will understand the wisdom that comes with elegance and grace, and I know that in due time you will prove a worthy successor to the legacy that I myself was bequeathed when I was not much older than you. I have faith in your abilities, and I know that you will do what is right.
She'll take the key, but she's like kind of holding it between her index and her finger and her thumb, like, as far away from herself as possible.
I'm just gonna give Darcy a side hug.
Her hand is shaking, like.
As you take it, what happens is the key disappears and it reappears in a chain around your neck.
Oh God. Why?
For the record, Lottie, since you're the one who's seen Master Siren naked most of the time, you'll know that he wore it in very much the same way around his neck.
Yep. She's actually going to get a little teary-eyed and just kind of hug Darcy very hard. Darcy, I'm so sorry for the bruising.
Oh God. What the fuck am I going to do with this? Why? This has to be a mistake.
We'll figure something out, okay? I'll show you how to run it.
I don't
Or
even
leave
like
it.
books.
Or
I
leave
have
it
one
in
last,
distress.
with all respect, ladies, I have one last item on this list to get through before I am done discharging my duties.
Apologies.
Is there a Mr. Duncan Campbell here? Marcus?
Yes.
Does Duncan identify himself?
To whom?
Mr. Plum has said he has one last item on his list, and then he asked if there was a Duncan Campbell here present. Thank you. To Mr. Duncan Campbell, Master Siren has written, you came seeking a very particular piece of knowledge as it pertained to my library, and I am led to understand that through persuasiveness and forthright thinking, you were able to ascertain it. However, unfortunately, just because you possess the lock does not necessarily mean that you possess the key. With this in mind, I bequeath unto you this. He holds up what appears to be a single small glass vial. And he says, perhaps this may turn the lock that you wish to find.
He gets up and takes it from the guy if he hands it to him.
He'll hand it to you. It's just a single, what appears to be droplet of clear liquid in the bottom of it.
Rapid fire guttural Scots Gaelic happens. And then he goes back down and has a drink.
We'll make note of the new curses to use.
It includes such phrases as, I'll shove your head up a donkey, and the donkey is your mum.
Perf.
Valid.
With that, Mr. Plum closes his briefcase, and he says, I have done all of the bequests that were on the piece of paper. I shall hope that you all granted some solace by knowing that he thought of all of you with such friendship and warm feeling.
Lottie's gonna lift up her bottle to Siren, and then just drink half of it.
Make me a stamina check.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna make you a stamina check.
It's going to be difficulty 7.
That's how
No,
you
dude,
die.
I know tequila. Lottie's okay with dying of alcohol poisoning right now. Because if she does,
That
she gets to
means
go yell at somebody.
Does this mean we're not going to try and undead?
Finger will be held up as she chugs. Woof! Ha ha ha! 3 successes!
Yeah, you're fine. Marcus just said something very interesting. I will point out, Mr. Plum will close his briefcase. He will tip his hat to everyone, and he will then depart. But Marcus said, does this mean we're not going to try and undo it then?
What smell? Oh, we're gonna try. We're gonna try.
We're not
You
gonna
don't-
try. We're gonna succeed.
You
Well,
don't
if
think
anybody,
I'm gonna find this asshole and kick his ass from 2 ways to Texas? Uh-huh. No. We're going to.
I mean, if that's the way you want to do it, I suppose that's an option.
Russ
Y'all
is
are
going to
gonna
wipe
fuck with
his
the
face
natural
with
order
a.
like that.
Russ is going to wipe his face and is going to say, "Has anybody spoken to his mother or father?"
I haven't been able to have a chance to try and summon Gabriel. Don't know how well it'll go.
Hi, mother and father of Siren. I killed your son.
We're gonna figure something out.
No,
Yeah, they'll go down crazy.
Given who his parents are, they might be able to do something.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. Especially given the fact that he told Mr. Plum where to be at what time. Pretty sure he knew it was gonna happen.
Told
Which
you.
means he's getting
well,
too
he knew he'd be
anxious.
dead. Doesn't mean that
Getting
he
two.
knew he would. Doesn't mean he's going to stay that way.
Exactly.
One question I like.
To ask things.
If anyone has, hang on. I believe one person here has the common sense merit.
Let me check see if it's
Yeah.
Roros.
Hi, Cassidy. How's it going?
Nope, Roros does not have it.
You have the
Of course
common
not.
sense
He's lit
merit.
himself on
I'm
fire.
going to actually give you a prompt. One piece of information that could be really interesting for this conversation. Before Mr. Plum leaves, you could ask, when did Siren make his will?
Yeah, she would walk over and kind of stop him.
Yes, my dear. I'm so thoroughly English.
When did he make this will, if I might ask?
I'm led to understand that he bequeathed it to my office at roughly... one moment. He bequeathed it to my office at approximately 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 25th. For the record, Simon completed his will and sent it about 2 hours before he died. Ish.
Yeah. I mean, Darcy's just giving
Question.
Lottie that I told you so
Evan.
look.
Question.
Yes. Yes.
Evan, I need to know something.
Mm-hmm.
Does Mr. Plum say this within hearing range of Lottie?
Yes.
Okay. Cue a multitude of very, very, very violent Spanish cursing, the curses of which I could not say because, Lord, are they not appropriate right now. She's gonna drag the bottle of mezcal and drag the bottle of tequila, grab Darcy's shirt, we're fighting him now, and storm out.
Roros
Hey,
is going after
pulled along.
her.
Hey, Douglas. Can I ask you a question? So I take it is Douglas going to look very intently at his pocket watch?
He is.
Okay, so
Oh.
you know how in between each one of the hands, in between the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9, there's generally a little indicator to mark the 5 minutes of each interval in between. So basically, to make the 15.
Okay.
Basically denoting that there are 60 minutes in an hour. So there's a little denotation to note each minute. There's one thing that's interesting. On the going between the 11 and the 12 on the clock, there's an extra minute. There's a little extra dot that denotes 1 extra minute. So essentially, the clock has 51 minutes. Oh, sorry, 61 minutes for an hour. Did I explain that? Because that kind of got jumbled up in my head a little bit.
Yeah, that made sense to me.
Okay. I'm just pointing out that so there's essentially an extra minute on the clock face.
To be fair, wouldn't be surprised if Siren was had a pocket watch that was able to know exactly when a leap minute happens.
But that is all I'm going to say on the topic.
I hate you.
Shh, it's fine. Shh.
I hate you too.
Shh, it's fine. Shh. So, Cassidy, how's it going?
Cassidy is fucking confused.
Do you open your letter prematurely, or are you going to wait until the denoted time to open it?
She's not gonna open something that, a mage bequeathed her before she's supposed to. She is not that dumb.
Lovely. So, you might want to ask who this dude was before a bunch of people wander out. He did bequeath you something.
Yeah, well, 2 of the people just stormed out of the bar, so.
Oh, both of you are staying in the bar.
3, actually, because Roros followed
All
Lottie out.
3 of you are staying in the bar.
We have. Okay, we can't leave.
Well, it's mostly because then I'd have to do another thing, and my brain is made tired.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay. You can just have Lottie storm out and drink herself into a stupor.
I
While she
mean,
drunkenly calls for backup.
it's fine. We want to have more exposition. Tell the new person of Siren.
Okay. Lottie will storm back. In a snit. I finished my drink. I don't have enough liquor at home. I'm staying.
Darcy's just getting pulled along one way or another. She doesn't really seem to, care a lot. She just seems, I don't know, confused, pissed, sad.
Lottie will be... Darcy will be sat down next to Lottie. She is her emotional support friend right now.
Oh, poor.
Lottie is currently wearing a ring.
Oh.
She will get more liquor at the bar and sit down.
Darcy is mainly looking
So,
incredibly
apologies.
guilty. That's the thing I was looking for.
Turn her head to tasking. Apologies, I'm not normally so explosive. Yeah. We were dating for almost 3 years, give or take. Yep. So I'm a little annoyed. You know, a little annoyed.
Sorry, Lottie. I'm sorry.
There will be a finger to mouth. Just push, shush, shush. All the shush.
I want to ask who he is, or was, or...
He is...
I'm just a little confused.
Master Siren was once the head of the ecstatic. Later passed on to someone else, and technically it's been passed on to me. He's the kind of person that you want as someone to introduce you to this wild, wacky world of magic. He's patient, kind, pig-headed, because he often would take on responsibilities just too big for one person and would shoulder it all because he didn't want to bother other people, or he didn't want other people getting hurt, which is really, 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 really annoying. In a manner that is enduring. Very enduring. Endearing. Whatever. I can't English right now. I refuse to English right now. You're going to have to deal with half English, half Spanish. No, that should be a third. With third English, 1/3 Spanish, 1/3 upset. Yes. Yes. Hi, I'm Lottie.
That seems understandable to me.
Yeah. 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 We all knew him. He ran the Library of Dublin, which is a great place. I've worked there for 3 years. It's fantastic. All the books you can imagine. And more you can't even imagine. Including the bad ones. So, maybe keep clear of certain areas. I know I put, police tape over some of the sections that should not be bothered with. But, who knows if they're still there. He had a nasty habit of undoing it.
Can I ask a question then before I finish my drink?
Mm-hmm.
If the fella can see the future, I know how the future and time and all that stuff works, and he sends you a letter right before he dies, you read the fucking letter.
He told her not to open it after the 30th? 31st?
31st.
Well, seeing it's not, it's not that time, then why not open it now?
I think it's a personal thing. I mean, have you fucked around with whatever he gave you?
I'm gonna dump. Oh yeah, sure. My book's right here. Dump.
You hear a number of clicking noises. A lock pops open.
Whoa. Gazes at the book because curiosity. Was that?
Then I know what it is. But I mucked about with it So, do me a favor. Open the letter.
No, dude. She can fuck around with it if she wants to. Don't listen to him.
I didn't plan on it.
Aren't you curious, Lottie?
Yeah, yeah.
Her mouth twitches. Actually, you know what? I know I'm going to do this. Lottie's going to sigh. Breathe in deeply. Look over to Cassidy. Look over to Duncan. Just gonna finger the bottle she has in her hand. It's mostly empty. She's gonna raise it and slam it in front of him. Yeah, I'm fucking curious, but you know what? He just died, so you shut the fuck up. Darling
Jesus
Cassidy, do whatever the fuck
Right.
you want.
You're being loud.
I'm
You're
just gonna sit
grieving.
back down. Yeah, no kidding, bitch. Of course I'm fucking grieving.
After eating
Cassidy looks incredible. Like, she has gone almost completely stiff.
Apologies. Cassidy.
And
Hey,
the,
Cassidy, you want to roll me some sweet
Do whatever the fuck you want. It's China
Yes.
to know.
PTSD. Bitch, kid.
Oh shit, I just saw the PTSD flaw. I'm so sorry.
yep, this is gonna be fun. and the yelling is, one of her triggers. So yay. Difficulty.
So
Sorry, she has short fuse.
3 successes.
you're fine.
Kit is going to get up after like the third loud slam while she's trying to enjoy her Go Phoebe Po, her meat salad. And will kind of look over in Lottie's direction. You know, I realize you're having a bit of a rough day, but for fuck's sakes, Lottie, this is animated even for you.
Rose is diving behind the bar.
Darcy is just grabbing onto Lottie.
Darcy, I'm very sorry, but there's a lot of static electricity around Lottie right now.
That's fine.
Her Echoes 2 is acting up.
You guys will notice. So Duncan opened his book and then kind of put it down because the whole animated fight again. He was opening his book more so for a purpose to kind of prove a point than to open the book. However, you guys will notice that there's a shadowy pool on the ground that is being dripped out of the book.
Oh hell, okay, Lottie's going to lift up Darcy and back away. No. No, do not trust the black ink. I've seen enough Indiana Jones movies to know that.
You see this being, but he puts its hands to either side of the pool and it starts to pull itself out very slowly.
Why does this guy look familiar?
I know this face. What the fuck is this face? Darcy, do you know this face?
No. Right? No.
So
Doris?
better.
Doris?
I like your mask.
Rose is going to look at Lottie, and it's like, didn't we see this guy in the other world?
We're leaving. Come. We're leaving.
I mean,
We're leaving quickly.
does not feel like a good thing.
So many decades locked behind pages.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What can I say? Mr. Campbell, you're the very chip off the chip off your uncle's block. Thank you.
Dirty look to Mr. Campbell. Fuck did you do?
So much better. You have nothing to fear from me, darling chicklet, he says, looking at Lottie. I'm merely happy that I'm free.
Did he call her Chicklet?
Yes.
He got such a dirty look. Like, what the fuck?
Allow me to introduce myself. Once again, you hear it like there's the sound as he pops his vertebra, as you literally hear all of his vertebra pop. It's kind of like, ugh. He extends a hand to Duncan. A pleasure to meet you, boy.
Pleasure to meet you too. He's an idiot. He shakes his head.
Do you not know me?
Well, names are usually exchanged after a proper greeting and a drink.
I like this. In that case, I'll have whiskey.
Isla Sky?
Is there anything better?
No.
So Roros is going to relax now because he's fairly sure that that's not the Unbound.
No, but it does look eerily similar to them.
I know, that's why Roros is like, nope, nope, nope.
Lottie is still holding Darcy. Like a fireman in the boat.
Allow me to give my introduction then to all and sundry, after I've been bound in a book for 5 decades or more. My name is Macminiman Maclur.
What?
Macmillan McLaren.
The god?
Your uncle liked to play big games of chance. Needless to say, I'm a proficient gambler, but I lost. And in that book, I've spent a very long time.
So you're pissed then?
He looks down at the whiskey. No, but I am about to be.
I like you. I like you, sir.
Alrighty then. Put Darcy down.
Vodka bottle is empty. New vodka bottle from behind the bar.
New vodka bottle.
Roros will hand Darcy the vodka bottle and will hand Lottie a bottle of mezcal.
Hey, good boy.
Needless to
Russell-
say, it's always better to share a drink with friends than it is to, well, be chapter 23 of chapters 1 through 28.
Well, you're a surprise.
By the way,
Why?
so once again, only one of you has common sense.
Why were you in the book?
I don't know. I lost a bet. That was the bet.
What was the bet?
To stay in.
What was the bet?
He seems to be slightly chagrined, and he says, needless to say, I'm a fair one for betting on the ponies, but that's neither here nor there. The 1952 Grand Derby. Bastard horse should have won. Bastard horse took a fall at the last. Bastard horse is in hell now where it belongs.
I feel like that's the jockey's fault. But alright, dude, you do you.
Did I miss anything? I had to step away for a second.
Well, we're talking to some random god who lost a bet and was bound in a book.
Yeah, because he looks... he looks evil.
Evil, my dear, is all entirely a matter of opinion. I consider myself a force of entropy, neither good nor evil, nor something in between. After all, is death itself, the act thereof, the moment of the closing of the eyes, itself inherently evil? Or is it merely misunderstood?
That's what I've been saying.
You know, if you want to go with the whole misunderstood route, maybe you could try not talking like him.
I mean, he's been in a book for a while.
One moment there. Is that better?
See?
No.
Not so hard.
I like the graspy voice.
Needless to say, being stuck in a book for such a period of time will give you such a crick in the neck. I had an apostrophe on my spine for the last 20 years.
How Aladdin.
Just gonna hum Prince
I got
Ali.
that reference.
On a side note, hi Cassidy, how's it going? You good?
Yeah, I guess so.
For the record, he is the same pantheon that your own god comes from. They're
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah. She's like, oh wow, okay.
However,
Ow.
don't you think it's rather circuitous that on the day Siren's will is read out, once again, common sense merit kicking in, on the day Siren's will is read out, he provides you with the tools to open a book wherein a Nacian death god is hidden.
Very true.
Just saying. Continue.
So you're who you say you are. That's wonderful. I have a fella just recently kicked it. You mind if we go see him and get him back or not?
You want me to take you to... Oh no, he's talking normally. You want me to take you to the underworld so you can see someone.
Not a good idea, folks. I've been there.
Well, no. You've been to part of the underworld that's to do with forgetting memories. I can still smell it on you. It smells kind of like ozone and desperation. So, much like most clubs on a Friday night.
Speak for yourself there, big guy.
Lottie will take a gasp of indignation. She works at those places, damn it.
Target-rich environment.
Well,
Yes,
yeah.
we want to go there.
I mean, Roar smells of both ozone and the underworld. Does that matter?
It does seem fortuitous, possibly, that the very day his will is read, that this very specific confluence of events happens.
I mean,
You, my little darling, are starting to see the fact that all things are inherently connected, the entropy of all things. Everything happens for a reason, luck, chance, and fate.
Why do you sound like me gran?
Oh, your grandmother was a fine woman. Who do you think it was that enabled her spirit to linger as long as it was? He says as he turns, and those lips that shouldn't smile, smile.
ooh la la.
Aren't you in a book?
I heard she's got huge tracks of land. That fixes everything.
I was in a book for 50 years, my dear Miss Ellsworth. However, prior to that, I assure you, I was very active.
Okay, sure. Can we go to the underworld now to get Siren back?
That's not how that works.
That's totally how it works. I have this, and she'll pull from her, like, purse a coin.
That's a Stygian coin to pay the ferryman.
Yeah?
The fireman took a price. Price was Siren, apparently. Even though it shouldn't have been. He should have taken the coin.
Well, he probably worked it so it would always be him.
Yeah, we figured that out already, and I don't want that, and I will fucking get him back, and I will die myself. I don't give a shit.
You realize that you're fucking with the natural order when you do shit like that, right?
He did! No, look, it doesn't matter. All I want is to make sure that things are right again. And right now, they're not right, they're wrong. And I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in the stupid library. And I don't want Master Siren
Hey!
to fucking sacrifice himself for me.
Fuck off. The library is great, damn it. It's a culmination of his work.
Yeah, and he should be there, not me. And you know that.
I'll let you all calm down with your feelings before we make a plan then. Yeah?
We're ecstatics. We always work with our feelings.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So this could be a while then. I've got lots of whiskey.
I'm just going to point out there that going back and bringing somebody back from the dead, like all things with magic, has a price.
What
And
makes you
a
think
lot
that? I just want to go talk to the man to see what his plan was to come back, not yank him back.
In order for him to be brought back in that manner, we would have to alter the timeline. We'd have to actively go back, prevent it from happening.
Sure, that's
that sounds
easy.
like one of those. That sounds like one of those things that's easily a Pandora's box.
No,
Oh, you
it just
have-
means
Good
that
thing one of
I
us works
should-
with chaos.
It's really not that. Like, we just need to make sure that I'm not getting healed when I get my neck and back broken or something like that. I don't know what happened.
So you die at your fated time.
Yeah,
Well, that might not be what we need to do.
apparently I'm a broken wheel anyway already, so I'm fucked. Anyway.
Oh, no. I see what happened, he says. One of his eyes goes entirely black as he looks at Darcy, and he says, "You were meant to die, but you cheated the ferryman. And so
I did
the
not cheat
ferryman-
it.
You were fated to die, and so others cheated the ferryman of his due. The ferryman was then going to claim another life, and so Siren, this siren fellow, put himself in the way so that his life was taken so an innocent would be spared."
Yeah,
Yep.
we kind of figured that out. And I don't want that. Let me fucking die. That's better. I mean, I'm worthless anyway. Siren at least has as like a thing here in the city. Like, people like him, and he can do shit.
Could you like
Still
work
on about
through
that.
your mental issue later and let's go get the gun?
Would it even work?
Well, first and foremost, he was a time mage, yeah?
Yeah, it taught me what I know. I'm also one.
Look out there in all the timey-wimey and see if there's anything amiss.
I mean, we have a. Oh no, wait, I don't know that. Sorry. Yeah.
You have a what?
Nothing.
I wanted to say we have a watch, but I don't know that.
Look, we have time and we have fate. Those two things are the things that have been messed with, mucked about with. Look into both of them and see if there's some sort of thing.
Yeah, but I kind of like the idea of asking him, seeing if he wanted this to happen.
I
If
couldn't
he's
like
okay with it.
I mean, then we go back in time right after he finishes his will, because that will be still a couple of hours before he died.
Kit
Alright.
just shakes her head.
At least gives us a chance to talk to him.
Well, it actually gives us more than that. Oh, he's a slick fella.
Yeah, I know.
Probably.
No, think about it. We've got a death god, right? We've got a fella that mucks about with time, right? What two individuals have we lost that have to do with those two things?
You're talking about Siren and Gravedigger.
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything that Marcus had said. It did cut out for me.
Sorry, you're talking
Marcus,
about Siren and Gravedigger.
Hang on, Marcus, can you repeat what you just said?
I said, what two people who have to deal specifically with those two things have we lost track of, as it were?
Roros is going to mention Gravedigger. The Siren would be the one of time.
And Gravedigger would be the one of entropy/death. But why?
I mean,
Cypher.
Cypher
I mean,
9 has
yeah.
him.
Thoroughly blame Cypher 9. So if we undo Cypher 9? Oh, no, we've tried.
No,
Can't get a hold of him.
Yes, but only in timelines he's aware of.
He's not
If you-
aware of us
If you
being
create,
doubled.
if you create a new one, he'll have no idea.
And we can snipe him from there.
But we'd have to find some extra time. I think something like that.
How do you find extra time? It has to be stored.
Hey,
It's not
Douglas,
something you actually.
how's it going?
It's going well.
I'm just making sure because I wouldn't want you to like not pick up on stuff because you might know the game very well. You have have you had the realization about your watch yet?
No, I've not.
Okay.
Can't say I have.
Russ is going to look at Lottie. Where would a time mage store extra time if they saw this sort of thing coming?
Oh!
There you go.
Oh!
In your in your watch.
Russ is going to look over at Douglas. Is there something about the watch you want to tell us?
It has an
She will
extra
go
minute!
over. She's gonna go over to Douglas and just shake him. I could kiss you, thank you, please.
Okay.
Lots of shaking, no kissing, but there's lots of shaking.
Douglas, you might want to explain.
He just did.
It's got an extra minute. What do you mean? Like, how does it have an extra minute?
So, an hour has 60 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's
This
about
watch
61.
has 61 minutes.
Oh my god, last minute to midnight. Alright, give me a sec. Shit. Letta's gonna start pulling stuff out of her jacket.
What do you need? What do you want to do? Can I help?
Yes, here, look through this book. I need a specific time song. Lord, I'm gonna suffer a bit.
I'm going to let anyone who is old enough, which is, I think, or who knows this stuff. So it's going to be Lottie, Roros, and actually no, Duncan knows it, but Duncan knows it for a different reason. So he doesn't even need to roll. Roll me intelligence, mage lore.
Where was my mage lore? Standard diff?
Yep.
So it's 6 dice, diff 6. Can I spend a willpower on it?
Yes, you can.
3 successes with the willpower.
Okay, that is enough. I'll wait for Lottie to roll.
Give me a second, I stored it somewhere. There it is. We'll also spend willpower.
Okay.
There's successes.
Okay. Both of you remember, and Marcus, you know this for an entirely different reason, because I remember what you know. Do you both of you remember a very long time ago at this point there was the Clock of Doom, or the Atlantean
Yes.
Clock?
Yep.
The Atlantean Clock, during a handful of moments, created more time than should be in the universe. It essentially, when it was activated, it caused time to go very, very wonky, and in the process, it generated more time that is out of a linear order. The minute that is in Douglas's watch can go anywhere in history.
Rose is going to look over at Lottie.
Basically, it can be squeezed into any time in history to do essentially a single action.
Do you remember the Doom Clock that was shaking time up?
Yeah. Multiple branches of the tree, all chaos, more shit.
But it proved that extra time can be fit in with the proper precision.
Proper amount of energy. But it wouldn't be a lot. It would have to be one precise moment, one precise series of actions in a condensed amount of time, which would be the minute. And since that clock was from Garajo land, whenever the fuck in the beginning, you could do it anywhere. So there's not a fixed point. There is whatever point you want it to be in. But it's just one moment.
But that is fine. We only need one moment.
But we need to know which moment.
Where to put the moment.
I know.
Yeah.
Roris is going to actually pull out his laptop at this point. He's going to pull up a he's going to pull up his laptop and turn it on, because he can't do what he's trying to do without turning on his laptop first. If we could figure out the proper calculation,
It would be a moment in time that Cypher 9 couldn't see.
I mean, what do we want to do?
We could take him out without him having Gravedigger attack. Yeah,
No,
'cause-
because then Gravedigger would still be under their control.
Not if you grab this thing. Not if you grab the item before Cypher 9 gets it.
yeah. Does anyone remember when exactly Gravedigger got kidnapped, or when he stopped being around?
That's not the right time.
It could be a time, but right before he put it on Gravedigger, which means that we could stab him the fuck to hell where he belongs and grab it.
Or you could get the thing that's allowing him to understand time the way he is.
All right. Oh, that would be way back though.
Not really.
He's
I know
always-
exactly when it was.
Do
Because
you
I
know
was there.
exactly when it was? Shit, when?
He tells you. He's got the date. He was there when he got shot.
Holy shit. What's the date?
Evan, are you there?
He's BRB'd.
So wait, when was this that you saw what was it? It was when you saw Cypher 9 get shot, or when he grabbed it?
When Cypher 9... Okay. Remember that the technocracy has itself a bit of a kerfuffle.
Yeah.
And they're all on the same site.
Yeah.
When Cypher 9 is on the side we didn't like. There's another fella, what made Cypher 9, who really doesn't like Cypher 9. Cypher 9 did everything he could to get one item. This item allows him to understand and calculate any precise temporal thing that can or has happened since the Big Bang.
So you want us to grab that, so that way he won't be ahead of us, and he couldn't possibly have grabbed Gravedigger to begin with.
Aye.
For the record, the device in question, Marcus, is called a chronoptic chronometer.
The chronoptic chronometer. I can't even say it. Makes no sense.
Chronoptic chronometer. It's a watch? Like fucking Moon.
No, it's a chronotime manipulator.
Roros, I love you, but that doesn't make any sense either.
Just as I've run across this theory before, just as tachyons are able to manipulate and control space, chronotons are able to manipulate and control time. If he has some device that allows him to understand the flow of chronotons and manipulate them to where he can understand what's going on, chronoton manipulator.
Darcy, are they speaking English?
It's a watch. It's a watch that understands other watches, spanning the bits of time.
That's the better explanation.
The only exclamation I could come up with. Fucking turns my brains on. I don't even know how to spell tachyon.
Tachyon, and I need to start doing some. I need to start doing some private lessons with some of my physics teachers because I get the feeling I'm going to need them.
Reverse, more calculating, less talking. Because I swear to God, you're not speaking English or Greek.
Okay, so Roris is going to pull up his computer and he's going to pull up a program. What was the name of the virtual adept? I'm trying to remember. Iscariot. I'm going to email Iscariot. Seeing if I can get through to him. I'm going to ask.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
Because that's something he can track right now.
Everything we do has to be in this moment.
Iscariot changes his phone number so often I can't even tell if I can reach him.
Iscariot's a lightweight compared to Cypher 9.
I know, but Iscariot's one of the most technologically advanced individuals that we have.
Which would be someone that Cypher 9 would be watching.
That's right. Iscariot also
How do you
knows more about
out-paranoid a paranoid freak?
Simple. You do something.
Acting chaotically.
I can do chaos.
Luckily, you've got an angry Scotsman.
Angry Scotsman.
Beside that, I should point out, Darcy is currently what I lovingly refer to as white girl wasted.
Is she saying woo and dancing on a table?
No, she's depressed, white girl wasted.
Oh no, that's the worst kind.
I mean, she's not doing the ugly crying like last time. She's just sitting in the corner very silently.
Christ. I can't add anything.
Angry Scotsman,
I
I work best in chaos. Can you do me a favor?
what do you want me to do?
Grab all the bottles of liquor. We're gonna do one hell of a bonfire. I am about to do the biggest damn ritual I've probably ever done, and it might kill me, so I might as well go out in a bang. Come with me. Come.
Oh,
Don't you
I can't do
fucking
that.
dare killing yourself.
I can't do that.
Aye, laddie. Aye, you can.
Perfect. You grab it too. Angry Scotsman, I swear to God. Grab some shit.
When told to do something moronically stupid, Duncan is on board. He grabs all the liquor he can.
Lottie will ask for an oil drum can, an empty oil drum can, and newspapers. She will make the bonfire.
We're doing this skyclad then.
Sure.
So Douglas, basically what's going to happen is, as you move around as you count the watch, when you move the minute hand or the second hand, sorry, yeah, no, the minute hand, because it has a second hand, a minute hand, and an hour hand on this clock. When you move it around to the start of the first minute, everything freezes. Literally, time itself freezes around you. You can still move and act, but everyone else is frozen in a moment.
Whoa.
I'm hanging by a moment here with you.
Give me just a couple of seconds.
I could do so much shady shit with this.
Flickering into existence in front of you, you will see this person.
Ah!
Douglas, if you're seeing this message, then congratulations, you've succeeded. And no, do not use the watch to do shady shit. Thank
God damn it!
you. Sorry, that just really tickled me. Essentially,
Why are you so
Douglas.
smart?
Hmm?
Why are you so smart?
To answer the next question you're going to have, I'm not smart. I'm just very good at looking forward in time. But I digress. The fact of the matter is that in your hands at the moment, you have the ability to insert 1 minute into any timeline that you should desire. You can change destiny, alter fate, and make it so that there will be a happy ending to an otherwise unhappy story. You might be wondering why it was that I decided to end my life so that, well, frankly, another individual would live. The answer is twofold. First of all, because Miss Ellsworth deserved the chance to live, and so it was that she was given that chance by the actions of her friends. But also, another individual did not deserve to die. So I intervened. Needless to say, I do not mind the fact that I am dead. You must not think of me. This minute can be used to do great and wonderful things. You can stop the technocrats. You can beat them back. Do not just think about bringing me back, though it might be painful. You have that ability, yes. Contemplate the wider picture. Think about the wider world. I am only one man. I have faith in you, Douglas, to do what you believe to be right, one way or the other. You will always have a big heart, and I know that you'll do the right thing. And he smiles, before the image simply fades away, and time will restart again. As Douglas breaks down a little bit.
Yes, 100%. Nah, he's gone.
Are we talking like ugly? Are we talking like ugly crying gone?
Fuck it, why not? Yeah.
You guys will see Douglas start to spontaneously ugly cry. Actually, anyone who has time, at least time 1, will tell that some major time event just happened, but they don't know what it is.
It's fine.
Lottie's looking around. The fuck?
Darcy's drunk. She'll go over to Douglas and hug him.
Wait, what just happened?
Cassidy is also going to go over and hug him.
Does this mean we're not going to get naked then?
Shush. 1 sec. Lottie crouch down next to Douglas. Are you okay, dude? Trust me, I know. Morning is the shittiest thing ever. But we're gonna fix it. We're gonna kill Cypher, and then we're gonna bring him back, and then kill him again. No, not really. We're gonna kill Cypher, and then we're gonna bring Siren back, and then we can all kick his ass.
Siren left a message in the watch.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course he did. Is it private? Is it useful? You don't have to tell us everything.
It's some fucking heavy shit.
Yeah, I can gather that.
Pushes the bottle of vodka in Douglas's hands now. Oh, she's the carer. She'll provide everybody with drinks.
You shall take a swig.
Do you choose to give him any of the information he relayed?
He mentioned that, well, this minute could be put anywhere and change almost anything.
Okay. So, what me and Roris thought was confirmed. That's good. Did he say anything else? Like why he did it? You don't have to answer.
I'm sorry, you kind of got caught up there. Liam, drop that again.
He did it to save the life of another.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's him.
He said that we shouldn't just think about bringing him back.
Feels guilty. I mean, we're focusing on getting rid of Cypher would be what he would want best. Duncan,
Aye.
we grab the crown. If we grab the watch, like the fucking moon, grab the watch, because there's no way I'm pronouncing that. Carmenominous, that, whatever. If you grab that and just shank Saffronine,
Well, you didn't have
cerebral
to.
cortex.
You didn't have to, because without it, you can't do anything he's done.
How far it would be? It would fix it, right? It would undo a lot of the damage Cypher's done, as well as bring people back we've lost to him.
As long as you don't think about what it could do, it would just do something different.
So as long as I don't focus?
You can't have a plan.
Could we have a hypothetical solution?
We're going to take the thing and see what happens.
Alright. And if it does or doesn't, it is what it is.
Can you handle that?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Can the rest of you?
Let's just do it. Whatever.
Ross is just going to say, have you ever seen me fight? I never have a plan.
This is true, he never does.
No, I mean literally. Can we all... no. I mean this in a mystical kind of thing. We cannot have an intent. We just can have an action. And as one, we have to take that action.
Alright.
I mean, I can't even see straight, so I'm sure it's fine.
That's the vibe we're going for, Darcy.
Right?
Alcohol
So
poisoning and rust.
Yeah, so we just all have to be drunken and do it. So that's
Oh
fine.
no, there's something way more better we can do than that.
I only have so many baggies with me, Duncan.
No,
Oh, never mind.
him. My good deity that happens to be drinking with us.
Hey.
I need you to kill something.
You want me to kill your ideas as to the future of this idea, don't you?
I
Could you pretty please?
want to
I feel
go
like please.
full stupid.
I can do full stupid.
All right then. Use your watch. Make the declaration, and I'll make it so that you won't think about the future. But in exchange, Mr. Campbell, I get to walk out of here.
Oh, sir.
But can you not just walk out? I thought you were just here chilling.
Technically not until I'm released.
So the lock didn't release you?
It released
There
me
was lots
physically.
of there was lots of spilling.
There's a difference between releasing me physically, little lady, and releasing the covenant and the Gios to which I'm currently affixed. Mr. Campbell here can hold my debt for gold.
How much did you bet on, dude?
Must have been a very pretty pony.
Right? Like shit.
Do we have a deal, Mr. Campbell?
Wait, I still want to know how much you bet on.
Evan,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of those times when knowing how words and geisha work, this is like some Cucullin eating dog inviting thing going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he said it in the beginning, but I think he was joking. Or well, I mean, I think he was being honest. I think he was geisha. I don't think he can lie to a Campbell, and he's bound. And he said, "I'm a chip off the old block."
Yes.
Means the covenant with because I'm the holder of the book. Technically, I'm the holder of his gaze.
Correct.
Which means that if I want to word it to where, and I say, "Sure, you can walk out of here in 500 years."
Yeah, but he will immediately understand that, and then he might help you.
Okay, or I can just fucking do it and realize that I'm setting something worse loose than I did before.
I mean, it depends if you consider him worse. He's not actually an evil deity.
You know what? Fuck it.
We have an accord.
Kit will
Yeah.
look over.
You and I have an accord.
Oh,
You disagree, Miss Kitty Cat.
why do you have to do that?
It amused me.
Gods are weird.
We tend to
You're
be, but
being of entropy,
we are
right?
we are only the outward reflections of the faith that is fed to us by you humans. So I would argue that your subconscious belief for the need of metaphysical beings that become us anthropomorphic personifications is weird.
Well, as far as weird things go, you probably know that I'm not entirely human anymore.
I do.
Which means you might have some answers for me if you truly are a being of entropy.
Oh no, don't.
You and I could make a deal, miss.
And what sort of deal?
In the future, I will come to you, and I will ask you for a single favor, and you will not refuse me, though this favor will not be your own life. And in exchange, I'll answer 3 questions.
Make
Fair
sure
enough,
you
but
say
one
truthfully.
caveat to that.
I'll answer 3 questions truthfully.
One life is off limits.
Whose?
There's a verbena by the name of Christine.
Fine, I won't have you kill her.
And we have an accord.
Ask me your questions.
Was it the intent of the person who put me where I am, or put me together the way I am now? Or was it an accident?
They didn't intend you to survive, and yet you did. So they intended to make you, but the process was not complete. You're still here. Doop.
So what was the intent in trying to make me?
The intent to create you was quite simple. Obviously, when you're fighting a war, you always need a better breed of soldier.
Ominous. All right. Is there any way to perfect our symmetry? Mine and
No.
the entities.
One side will live. At the moment, you're in balance, but one side could come to eclipse the other, as light goes to darkness, day goes to night, and if that happens, one side or the other ceases to exist. You are two diametrically opposed entities from two diametrically opposed places. Essentially, they had intended to put that entity into a human suit and allow it to use its powers through it like a puppet. However, you were stronger than they thought they were, so you forced it to a stalemate, and that is the current situation in which you currently find yourself.
Wonder if he is if its goal is to get rid of me.
That would be another question, dearie, and I'm not prepared to answer it.
Fair enough.
Very well then, Mr. Carrion, he says, he turns. It is for you to select the moment that you will change. You were given the watch after all. And I will slay any aspect of the future that you may think about whilst you do it. I recommend that you listen to your friends carefully when you select the minute that will be changed. And then we'll see what the future holds. By all means, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to enjoy another dram of this very good Isle of Skye whiskey.
So,
Has my grand said anything, Evan?
No.
Alright, so I keep on making this bonfire, or are we just gonna go full ham?
Go ham.
I'm just gonna
Like
keep
ham.
on making the bonfire. Ham is great, especially on pizza.
Duncan pours everyone a shot. And into his shot, he kind of pricks his finger and he drips a drop of his blood inside of it. And he just waits.
So, Mr. Carrion, what are you going to do with your minute? You could save Siren if you wanted.
Yeah, we could just not make this extremely complicated and just go back to the moment where, what's his name? Gravedigger was like doing the thing because he had that final thing in his back and we couldn't get it out in time. If we get it out, then I don't
If you
know.
couldn't get it out in a couple minutes, how could we in a minute?
Okay, then we can do something else and just make sure that I'm not healed. Problem solved.
Shush, 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 have more liquor.
I mean,
so
Darcy, in theory, if you are that nihilistic, if you snatched the pocket watch from Douglas, you could determine what the minute is.
Ah.
I don't mind. I don't mind if Lucky hates me forever. You won't make it to the watch.
I mean, I'm gonna roll willpower to see if
Hang
Darcy.
on, I was pointing that out of character, obviously. So,
obviously. Oh fuck yeah! I mean, oh god, suddenly.
Well,
that
you've been drinking a lot. You're gonna have to make a couple of rolls.
Yeah. Suddenly that self-esteem flaw is just a thing, you know? It's gonna get me killed. It's fine, yo.
Roll me
Oh,
your
my
willpower to restrain the impulse to do it at difficulty 9
Yeah.
because you're really drunk and you tend to have bad ideas when you're drunk.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, here we go.
That's
Do you want me to make like a dex athletics roll? Oh god.
to tackle Douglas, yes.
Can I make
Okay.
a counter roll to that? Because, like,
Hang on, kid. What we're going to do before everyone dog piles onto it is she's going to get to make the action. Because literally, from your guys' perspective, she's just sitting there before she springs at Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
Douglas, you will get to make an opposed dexterity athletics check to basically get the fuck out of the way. But if basically depending on the result of that roll, then you may all pile on and intercede. Thank you.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, okay.
Douglas, roll
So
your dexterity.
what is gonna be my diff since, you know, I am drunk? It's gonna be harder to aim.
Not really.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go. 2 successes.
Do you make that noise?
Wow.
Please tell me you make that
Holy
noise.
crap, Liam! Way to go.
Nice.
Does he just smack her away?
I mean,
No, hang on, no, because Liam doesn't have a specialty in this, do you, Liam?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So the two of them collide. One moment. The two of them collide, at which point Liam make me a strength check and Darcy make me a strength check.
Lol. I'm gonna spend a willpower on this, though.
Okay. Liam make me a strength check.
Yeah, sure. I'll spend a willpower, because why not?
I'm spending the willpower.
I love you.
You know, this is my watch.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oof.
You can do it, Liam.
This.
I've had the
There's no chance at this.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Wait,
Jesus.
Liam, didn't you say you spend willpower?
Oh, I did.
But
So
Darcy
He did spend a willpower.
Yeah. So did Darcy.
Oh.
Yep.
Darcy, you basically, Douglas, you're really sad. You know why it rips the chain off the pocket watch? But Darcy, in your hand is currently the pocket watch.
do we have an opportunity to react here?
You can react verbally, not physically.
Can I react what?
Intense, verbally. Basically, it's in the moment.
Can I reverse Darcy's magnetic polarity?
Hang on, okay, guys, I'm going to emphasize this. When you have the watch, you can just will it to happen. It's instantaneous. It would count as an instant action. So no, what you guys can do is you can try and talk her down. But if you basically try and do a physical intercession at this point, this is why I was making the checks to see who would actually get the watch in the Scrabble. Because if Liam had on the first check, he would have just gone no. But because it was a draw, I said I'd make it an opposed strength check to see if she could grab. But needless to say, that's the watch. So you guys can intercede verbally and try and talk her down. But at any moment she feels actively threatened, the watch just activates.
Okay.
Um,
Darcy, no. Darcy, put it down.
Look, Lottie.
Siren did not give that to you.
I know, but I can't do this. Like,
if you do this and this goes wrong, you're unmaking so many things in the process. Things that go against. Do you think Siren will thank you for this?
Clearly, the guy had a
Oh,
plan,
that's
and
the
if you go and do
best
what I think you're
idea.
about to do, you're gonna
I could
fuck
just
all of that up.
unmake myself.
No,
No.
Darcy, no. You can't
That's
unmake
great.
yourself.
Of
No,
course
don't
I can.
unmake.
That's perfect.
No, you
What,
can't.
you're gonna
unmake
leave me
yourself.
alone here?
In that moment,
You'll
when
have
Darcy
Siren
said
back.
in that moment when Darcy said it's perfect, time stops.
Oh fuck!
Well,
No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
That is giving tacit consent, because that is what you believe. You believe this action. The watch will believe that as a confirmation that it should work.
Really? Oh fuck! I'm sorry, guys.
Are you? Are you really?
I mean, yes, I am. Fuck.
By the way, the only person who is not affected by this stopping of time is Cassidy. Hi, Cassidy. How's it going?
Oh, great. More weird shit. Okay.
Welcome to Mage. This is called Weird Shit Central. Hey, Cassidy, that letter in your pocket. Basically, what happens is, as you look down, it's no longer in your pocket, it's in your hand, and the seal is broken on the back of it.
Well, if the seal is broken, I guess she's going to read it.
I don't know your face. Or rather, I don't know what face you wear now. I knew what face you used to wear. And needless to say, like many of these, it was a very dear face to me. However, perhaps now, when it is that all else has failed, love and compassion can still win through. I do not know if this will work, as this is one of those pivotal moments in time I cannot see the result of, but I know that you will try, and I know that you will try your best. I shall hope to see you in another incarnation when it is, perhaps, as we used to, we can share joy and laughter. Yours, Master Siren. But the effect on the watch, or the effect on the opening of the seal, essentially negates the effect of a watch. So you can move and talk normally.
She's gonna try and talk Darcy down.
On the side note, I should point out, I love how Siren had an anti-Darcy failsafe.
Almost like you know the character.
Yeah, so you're standing there.
She's she's gonna, try to talk her down. This is probably not the best idea in the world. This is not what he wanted.
That's what she's saying, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a small child attacking me.
I mean, Darcy would just look a little confused at everybody standing still and then at her, and she's like, you didn't even know him, so what the fuck are you talking about? And it doesn't matter what he wants.
I might not have known him in this life.
Oh god, you're gonna give me that former life bullcrap? Please. Like, if that former life thing had anything good, like, you think that it's great, maybe? Like, yeah, no, your former life? Well, it's not. It sucks. Because if my former life wasn't what it was, then this all wouldn't have happened, and that shit would not have, like, this would not have happened. Siren wouldn't have died. So, you think former lives are so great? No, it's not. It sucks. It sucks monkey balls.
Yes, it can suck, but that's life in general.
Exactly. Glad we see eye
But
to
that
eye for
doesn't mean
that.
we give up.
I'm not giving up. I'm just setting straight what should never have been.
So fate was wrong in bringing you here today.
If you talk to the Athanatos, then I don't even am part of fate anymore, I believe, or something like that.
before you do something rash. Come sit down and have a drink with me.
No, we don't have that long. I'm not stupid. I may be
theory,
drunk, but I'm not.
In theory, you have forever.
Shh. Let Darcy be wrong.
How do you know how long we have? You haven't.
I don't know. That's why I better get it over with. If you're trying to stall, it's failing. Look, I'm smart, okay? Shut up, Fiddy. Shut up. I know my character.
At this point, everyone is just covering their mouths.
I mean, including Darcy's player. Trust me. God. Worst mage ever. Dips.
Do you have a backup in mind?
Well, I was just talking about it with Maya.
I do love her backup idea.
It's up to you. Basically, Darcy, as you hold the clock in your hand, you can insert a minute, or you can sit down and have a drink.
Oh, God.
Master Siren is literally only the clicking of the top of the clicking of the top of the pocket watch away.
Okay, can I borrow ST voice for a moment?
Hi, I am the ST voice.
No. As in, I want to borrow your voice to do some STing. Because there's a character that has common sense.
No.
Okay.
My-
Can I point something out to the ST to point out to the person who
Yes,
has
that you can do.
Okay, ST.
Yes, dear.
Do people usually rationalize things with drunk people?
I mean, I do.
I mean, no, you don't rationalize. You're not trying to let them make sense. You're just gonna comfort them.
I'd just like to point out that Douglas is currently winning the Facebook meme competition.
God. Do I even want to know? Do I even want to look?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
No one's ever gonna allow Darcy to do anything anymore. This is great.
Don't worry, no matter what happens, if Darcy comes out of this, Lottie's going to beat the crap out of her with the baseball bat. There will be punishment, don't worry.
Basically, as I said, Cassidy, it is up to how you choose to. I will give you one last sentence.
And instead of using this sentence, she's just gonna pull her into a hug.
Okay. Darcy first kind of resists, but she's drunk, and you can kind of see her body starting to, or feel her body starting to shiver as she is breaking down and starts crying. Like, this is the ugly girl crying.
And Cassidy will just, sit there and hold her and let her cry.
Make me a willpower roll, difficulty 7.
Okay.
Just to see if you can overcome your derangement. If you can, you will
That would
not
be
do
nice.
what you are going to do.
Okay. Luckily, I have such a high willpower.
I know, right?
Oh, flying colors. Flying colors.
Yes, you can overcome it.
Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna do the ugly crying voice again. Okay. Here we go.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this.
It's okay. And she just kind of gently strokes her hair.
It just hurts so much. It hurts so much. I don't want to feel it anymore. I just want to die. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. There you go. That's going on.
all of you will see Darcy and Cassidy. Once again, time will start flowing again.
Oh, this bitch.
Saskia,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. Bring it. Bring it.
I'm really sorry.
Bring
I'm,
it.
I'm going for it too.
Oh God! Please don't do it while
I'm sorry.
Cassie's
You're
holding
there.
her.
You're holding her. You're there.
Oh,
You're
God.
holding her. You're just gonna
Oh,
get a
God.
Lottie tackle to the floor.
Oh great! Wonderful.
So yes, basically, Fitz and Kit and Roddy pile on the situation. It's not gonna work.
There's a pile on and there's a grabbing of Darcy's shoulders, shaking her. She doesn't care if her head hits the floor. There's an intense shaking of what the fuck did you just do? What? Fucking English, you dumbass bitch!
Gonna try and
Stop
stop
Why?
the.
her.
Why?
Guys. Vinny, say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna try and grab the watch out of her hand.
Yep,
If it's still
you
there.
watch will come out of her hand. There's not even really a contest between the two of you, but the
No,
watch comes out.
absolutely not. You can just take
You
it.
guys will. Ooh, interesting point. In the fall, you will notice the glass on front of the watch is cracked.
Oh,
But he's gonna just look up at the watch.
Oh?
Is it?
oh.
It's.
Gonna put it behind her back. So tensions are gonna be a little high right now.
You're gonna show it to me, or I'm going to taser you.
I mean,
That would be a really bad idea for you.
I don't care. Please show it to me. Please.
Well, she's your friend. And she'll show the watch, the face of it.
And the minute is up.
I think all of your plans are
Okay.
kaput.
Thank you, Kit. I'm sorry I threatened to taser you. Body's just gonna get up off Darcy. She's not even looking at Darcy. Just gonna grab another bottle of mezcal.
For the record, the actual minute is still there. It is just the glass is cracked.
She didn't use it.
Okay.
Someone,
I'm gonna hang on to this until
can someone just
the consensus of the people that are the time bandits here come up with an idea of what to do with this.
please? Thank you. Thank you.
And she's gonna open up her mouth, drop it in her mouth, and swallow it.
You know what? That's one way to keep it up. You know, you really remind me of Nurgle from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Fucking badass.
I'm really more of a goose.
That's super. Wait, do you mean Chewy?
No, goose like the cat.
No. Her name is Chewy. I don't care what the fuck the new movie says. Literally how it's been since the fucking 80s. But thank you. Fucking Flurkin. I love it. Excuse me, I'm gonna go sob over there. Thank you. Lottie's literally just gonna take the bottle and go into a little corner and cry.
I think that this is a good place to end our scene, kids. So thank you for playing. Thank you much for watching. This has been a very interesting scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.